All right, so you've got this WordPress site for your business, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure customers can actually find your location, like, without getting lost on the way.
Yeah, no more getting lost. It's pretty crucial.
Yeah, and that's where these Google Maps plugins really come in handy, I think.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to do a deep dive into some top recommendations from now Technology Systems, which is an Australian company.
Mm-hmm.
So, the advice is going to be like, spot on for like the market down under.
Yeah, tailored advice.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think a lot of people overlook the fact that these plugins go beyond like just basic directions. They can actually enhance the whole user experience.
Oh, sure.
You
Pretty
know,
smart.
you're not squinting at like a confusing static map anymore. You're not trying to figure out what landmarks mean. They can give people a clear, interactive map.
Yeah, like no more turn left at the big tree directions.
Right, exactly.
Like the difference between giving someone a hand-drawn treasure map versus like using GPS.
Precisely. And it makes the website look more professional and modern.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and that visual appeal translates to better engagement. People love interactive maps. They can zoom in, explore the area.
You can really like get a feel for the neighborhood.
You can really get a feel for where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's way more captivating than just a static image.
I could see how that would be super useful, say, for like a bakery in a bustling city like Sydney.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine being able to like highlight nearby parking options or even showcase those like cute little alleyways that lead to the front door.
Yeah, and those are the details people remember.
Exactly.
So now let's dive into some specific plugin options.
Okay, hit me.
Now, Technology Systems recommends 5 free ones to start with.
Okay.
Each has their own strengths, and it just depends on your needs.
Perfect. Okay, let's hear them.
So the first one's called WP Google Maps.
Okay, WP Google Maps. Sounds pretty straightforward.
Well, straightforward is kind of its superpower. It's very user-friendly. You don't have to be a WordPress expert to use it. You can add a map to your site using a simple shortcode. You don't even have to know how to code.
Short codes are lifesavers, aren't they? But what about customization? Can you like tweak the look and feel of the map to match your brand?
Yeah.
Like I was saying before, like those colors and stuff.
You have control over the map's appearance. You can choose different map types, adjust the zoom level, add custom markers. You can even create filters to help visitors find specific locations.
Okay. I'm starting to see the possibilities.
Yeah.
Multiple locations, visual customization, those user-friendly shortcodes. WP Google Maps seems like, a great starting point for businesses that need a simple map solution.
It really is. And speaking of making things easy for customers and boosting visibility, that brings us to our next contender, MapPress Maps for WordPress.
Okay, MapPress Maps. I've heard the term SEO thrown around a lot, but can you break it down for me, like how MapPress actually helps your website stand out in those search results?
Okay, so MapPress is all about SEO, right? And it uses something called structured data markup, which helps search engines understand the content of your maps. Mm-hmm. Basically, you're speaking Google's language. They can accurately categorize and display your information. So it's much more likely to show up in those search results when somebody's searching for, something near your business.
Got it. So it's not just a pretty picture on my website. It's actually a powerful tool for, attracting those customers.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are actively searching for businesses like mine. That's huge. But isn't it a little risky to rely so heavily on Google's algorithms?
Well, it's a good question because, things change all the time. And it highlights the need to stay informed about best practices and adapt as those search algorithms change. We can't control Google's every move.
Right.
But using tools like MapPress helps us play the SEO game strategically and improve our chances of being found online.
Okay, so it's like having a roadmap, not a guarantee.
Yeah.
But it definitely points you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Especially for a business like that bakery we were talking about.
Yeah.
Being visible in local search is everything. So MapPress is definitely something they should consider.
It is. Now, if that bakery is going for a minimalist look on their website, they might want to consider Google Maps widget.
Okay, Google Maps widget. That sounds intriguing. How does it embrace that minimalist aesthetic?
Well, instead of a large map dominating the page, you get a sleek thumbnail that expands when clicked.
Okay.
So it's perfect for a website that wants to maintain a really clean and uncluttered design.
I'm picturing it on their homepage, nestled next to some mouth-watering photos of their pastries.
Exactly.
It's like a hidden treasure that reveals itself when you need it.
Exactly.
Keeping the focus on those delicious baked goods.
Absolutely. Now imagine our bakery also offers walking tours of their neighborhood, highlighting local landmarks and hidden gems.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more.
That's where a plugin like Leaflet Maps Marker comes in handy.
Okay, Leaflet Maps Marker.
Yeah, it's all about flexibility. It's open source. It plays well with OpenStreetMap, which offers an alternative to Google Maps. And what's really cool is that it lets you add different map layers, customize markers, and even showcase routes using GPX files.
Okay, GPX files. I'm not familiar with those. Could you maybe explain what those are?
Sure, GPX files are like digital maps, but for routes. So you can think of it as like a breadcrumb trail guiding your visitors on a specific path. So the bakery could create different GPX files for various walking tours, highlighting points of interest along the way.
That's a really cool feature. Suddenly their website becomes more than just an online storefront, right?
Right.
It becomes like a hub for exploring their neighborhood, enhancing that customer experience beyond just buying pastries. This level of interactivity, that's what sets businesses apart.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, if our bakery wants to take their map game to the next level with even more bells and whistles, we have one last free option, WP Google Map Plugin.
Okay, WP Google Map plugin. All right, so bring on the grand finale. What makes this plugin so special?
This plugin is loaded with features, visual themes to match your website's style. You can draw shapes to highlight specific areas.
Oh, wow.
And it even gives you detailed analytics.
Analytics, you mean like I can actually see how people are interacting with my map?
Exactly. You can see things like how many people are clicking on your map, where they're zooming in, and what kind of devices they're using.
And that data, like how can a bakery actually use that to their advantage?
Imagine our bakery notices a lot of people zooming in on a particular neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they want to target their online ads to that area, or consider opening a new location nearby. You're using data to understand customer behavior.
Wow. Okay, so from simple directions to powerful analytics, these plugins are pretty impressive.
They really are.
But before we get, like, too carried away, let's talk about something super important, especially for our Australian listeners, data privacy.
Oh, yeah. That's a crucial point. Now, Technology Systems is very clear that Australian businesses need to be extra careful about complying with regulations like the Privacy Act. So transparency with user location data is really paramount.
So it's not just about finding the coolest plugin with the most features.
Exactly.
We also need to be responsible and ensure that any plugin we choose aligns with those Australian regulations and respects user privacy. But how can I, as a business owner, make sure I'm doing everything right? Is it just a matter of, like, reading the fine print?
It is. Before you install anything, take a good look at the privacy policy and terms of use of any plugin you're considering. Make sure you're comfortable with how they handle data and that everything aligns with Australian regulation.
That's a great reminder. So we've got our initial list of plugins. We're being mindful of those privacy considerations. What other practical tips should we keep in mind before we, like, embark on this map makeover for our websites?
Well, now Technology Systems offer some really practical tips for installation and customization. First up, regular updates are crucial.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This makes sure your plugin stays compatible with the latest versions of WordPress, avoids any conflicts. The second thing is don't just slap a generic map on your website. Customize it. Choose colors, fonts, themes that match your brand identity.
Okay, so you're creating a cohesive look.
Yes.
I love that.
And lastly, always test your app on different devices. Desktops, laptops, tablets, phones.
Oh, yeah.
You want to create a seamless experience for everybody, regardless of how they're accessing your site.
Testing on different devices, that's a great point. Okay, well, that wraps up part 1 of our deep dive into Google Maps plugins for WordPress. We've covered a lot already.
We have.
But there's so much more to explore. So stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dig deeper into those specific features and benefits of each plugin,
Looking forward to it.
helping you choose the perfect one for your business needs. In the meantime, if you're, like, itching to learn more, check out the Now Technology Systems blog post. It is full of, like, valuable information and resources to help you, really take your WordPress website to the next level.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
See you in part 2.
See you then.
Welcome back. We're diving even deeper into the world of Google Maps plugins for WordPress. Last time, we talked about the why, but now let's get into the how.
Yeah, let's explore what each plugin brings to the table.
Okay, so let's revisit WP Google Maps, our champion of simplicity. Remind me, what makes this plugin so user-friendly?
It's that shortcode magic, really.
Yeah, those are what codes.
Even for like total beginners, adding a map is as simple as copy-pasting that shortcode. No coding needed. Super straightforward.
That sounds perfect for, someone who's just starting out, maybe a little intimidated by the techie side of WordPress.
Yeah, exactly.
But can you still customize it? Match the colors to my website, let's say.
Oh, absolutely. You have a lot of control over the look and feel, different map types, the zoom level, custom markers, even filters to help visitors find specific spots.
Okay, I'm picturing a boutique hotel using different colored markers to pinpoint, like nearby attractions, restaurants, maybe even some hidden local gems that only the locals know about.
That's a great example, adding value for guests right on the map.
Exactly. It's all about user experience, right?
100%. And speaking of making things easy for customers and boosting visibility, let's move on to MapPress Maps for WordPress.
Okay, MapPress Maps, our SEO powerhouse. I'm still a little fuzzy on the whole SEO thing. Last time we talked about structured data. Can you break that down like in the simple terms for me? How does it actually work?
Okay, imagine structured data as like these little tags behind the scenes that help search engines understand what your content is all about. It's like giving Google a clear set of instructions so they can categorize and rank your website accurately. And MapPress is really good at that, so your map's more likely to pop up in searches.
So if someone searches for hotels with rooftop pools in Melbourne,
right,
and my boutique hotel has one, a well-structured map could help me get that top spot in the search result.
Yeah, you got it. It's attracting customers who are actively looking for businesses like yours.
Okay. That's powerful. But isn't it risky relying so much on these Google algorithms? What if they change things up?
Well, yeah, that's true. SEO is always evolving, right? But that's why using a tool like MapPress is so helpful, because it keeps things organized and improves your chances of being found regardless of those little tweaks that Google makes.
Okay, so it's like investing in good running shoes.
Mm-hmm.
They give you the support, but you still got to put in the effort to stay ahead of the competition.
I like that analogy, yeah. And sometimes less is more, right?
Right.
Especially with website design. That's where Google Maps widget comes in. Perfect for, keeping things clean and minimalist.
Okay, minimalist design, I love that.
Yeah.
How does Google Maps widget achieve that?
It's all about efficiency. Instead of a big map taking up tons of space, you get this compact thumbnail that expands when you click on it.
Oh, I see.
So the map's there when you need it, but it doesn't overpower everything else.
I can see that being great for like a website with a really visually driven layout, like a photography portfolio maybe.
Oh, yeah, totally. We wouldn't want the map to distract from those amazing photos.
Right. Speaking of showcasing visuals, let's talk about Leaflet Maps Marker, our open source adventurer.
Yeah, this one's for businesses that want to highlight routes or create more interactive map experiences.
And we mentioned GPX files last time. Could you elaborate on those?
Yeah.
I'm imagining like a hiking tour company using Leaflet Maps Marker to map out their trails. How would GPX files play into that?
So GPX files are like digital maps, but specifically for routes. Imagine like digital breadcrumbs guiding visitors along a path. So the hiking tour company could create GPX files for all their different trails, maybe highlight points of interest along the way, scenic views, landmarks,
Okay, so visitors could download those files.
Yeah, right to their phone or their GPS device. It makes it super interactive.
So the website becomes more than just a place to book. It's like a portal for exploration.
Yeah, exactly. Adds a whole new dimension.
I bet customers would love that.
Totally. Now, if you want even more features, our last free plugin is ready, WP Google Map plugin.
WP Google Map plugin. Okay, bring on the grand finale. What sets this one apart?
This one is all about customization and control. Tons of visual themes. You can match it to your brand perfectly. Plus, you can draw shapes like highlighting a delivery zone or outlining a specific neighborhood, that kind of thing.
So it's really tailored to your business.
Exactly. And here's the best part. It also offers detailed analytics.
Analytics. Wait, I can actually see how people are using the map.
You got it. You can track their interactions, see where they're clicking, zooming in, even what devices they're using.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What kind of insights can I actually get from that data?
Well, let's say you're running a food truck, right? And you notice a ton of clicks around a particular park on Friday afternoons.
Okay, yeah.
That's a potential goldmine. Maybe that's where you should be parking your food truck.
Right.
You're using the data to figure out your best locations, maybe target your marketing better.
Okay, from directions to user interfaces to analytics, these are powerful tools.
They really are.
We've looked at some awesome free options. But are there paid plugins that offer even more?
That's a great question. And yes, absolutely. There is a whole world of premium plugins that offer even more advanced features.
Ooh, now you've got me intrigued. I can't wait to uncover those.
Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll delve into the realm of premium plugins and all the bells and whistles they offer.
I can't wait. See you in part 3. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We've explored all those free Google Maps plugins, but now let's talk premium. What hidden treasures are waiting for us in the premium world?
Think of it like this. Premium plugins can take your maps from helpful tools to like real business assets.
Okay, I'm all about leveling up. So what are we talking about here? What makes premium plugins worth the investment?
Well, start with customization. Imagine like total control over the look and feel, way beyond just colors and markers. Premium plugins often have like advanced styling options. You can create a map that totally reflects your brand.
I'm picturing like a vintage bookstore using a premium plugin to make their map look like an old treasure map. Parchment, antique fonts, the whole bit.
Exactly. It creates an experience. And it's not just aesthetics. Premium plugins often integrate seamlessly with other business tools too.
Okay, integrations, what kind of power-ups can we get by connecting maps with other platforms?
Think CRM, marketing automation, e-commerce, all that good stuff. Imagine syncing your map locations with your CRM to get a complete view of customer interactions.
Okay, yeah.
Or integrating with your e-commerce platform to show like real-time product availability based on location.
So it's not just showing where you are, it's connecting your online presence to like your real-world operations.
Exactly, like a digital brain coordinating everything. And don't forget analytics. Premium plugins often provide way more detailed data than the free ones.
Okay, break that down for me. What kind of next-level analytics are we talking about?
Think heat maps to visualize activity, conversion tracking to see what map features are actually getting results. You could even do A/B testing to optimize the map's performance. It's like having a data analyst working just for you.
That sounds incredible. But with all this data, like how do you actually make sense of it?
Good question. A lot of premium plugins have like really intuitive dashboards and reporting tools. They turn all that complex data into easy to understand visuals.
Okay.
You can even customize reports.
So it's not just about collecting data, it's about using it strategically. But let's be real. All these features must come with a pretty hefty price tag.
They do cost money, yeah, but it's finding the right balance. Features, support, your budget. Subscriptions can be a few dollars a month to hundreds a year. It depends what the plugin does and the level of support they give you.
So how do I know if a premium plugin is right for my business? What factors should I think about?
Start with your goals, like what are you hoping to achieve with your map? Do you need that crazy customization? Are those integrations with other platforms essential? Or are you like data-driven, need those deep insights to make decisions? It's like choosing the right tool for the job.
You wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a light bulb.
Exactly. Once you know your goals, then you can evaluate features, support, pricing, make sure it does what you need, that the developer is reliable, and, of course, that it fits in your budget.
This has been a really cool journey through the world of Google Maps plugins. From simple directions to like really powerful tools, we've seen a lot of options.
It's amazing how a map can change your website from a static address to this interactive, engaging destination.
So whether you're starting with a free plugin or ready to invest in premium, there's definitely a perfect Google Maps plugin out there for you.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Google Maps plugins for WordPress.
We hope you got some valuable insights and inspiration to take your website to the next level. Until next time, keep exploring and keep innovating.